Yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over
from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
On for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier, as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
J.D. McKissick.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The ball carrier.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with McKissick. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 58 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Kamu Brugier-Hill on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Bring it! And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Washington, 19.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
By the Dolphins.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a